She was perhaps 14 years old, perhaps 15. She walked the dirt path of Nazareth with her cloak pulled tight around her body, pressing the fabric against a curve she could not hide much longer. The village was small, 400 people, maybe 500. Everyone knew everyone, and everyone could count the months between a betrothal and a birth. If they find out before Joseph acts, I am dead. Not figuratively, literally. Stones, in the public square. And no one will defend a girl whose story is impossible. This is not the Christmas story you were told. No inn, no innkeeper, no stable. No 3 kings arriving on camels beneath the December snow. Almost everything you believe about the birth of Jesus is wrong. But the real story, the one buried beneath 17 centuries of Christmas tradition, Renaissance paintings, and children's pageants, is not just more accurate. It is more dangerous, more human, and more powerful than anything you have ever seen on a greeting card. Because the world Jesus was born into was not a silent night. It was a powder keg. And that girl on the dirt road, she was carrying the match. Today we are going to strip away every myth, every legend, and every comfortable lie, and show you the world exactly as it was the day God became an infant. What you discover will change how you read the Gospels forever. To understand this story, you have to understand the empire that controlled it. The year was approximately 6 BC. The Roman Empire stretched from the fog-covered shores of Britannia to the scorching sands of North Africa. 60 million people lived and died under one authority, one currency, one military machine, and one man, Caesar Augustus, born Gaius Octavius, adopted son of Julius Caesar, survivor of civil wars that drowned the Republic in blood. By the time Jesus was born, Augustus had reigned for over 2 decades. The Roman Senate had declared him divine. His coins, pressed in bronze and silver, bore the inscription Divi Filius, Son of God. His empire called its enforced stability the Pax Romana, the peace of Rome. But peace is a strange word when it is maintained by crucifixion. And in the far eastern corner of this empire, in a strip of land no larger than the state of New Jersey, sat one of Rome's most volatile territories, Judea. It was ruled not by a Roman governor, not yet, but by a client king, a man who had begged Rome for his crown and received it, a man who built wonders and committed horrors with the same hands. Herod the Great was not Jewish by blood. He was Idumean, a descendant of the Edomites. In 40 BC, when the Parthians invaded and captured the Jewish high priest, Herod fled to Rome, knelt before the Senate, and begged for military support. They gave him legions. They gave him a title, King of the Jews. By 37 BC, he had conquered Jerusalem with Roman swords and sat on a throne that was not his by birth, by faith, or by right. What followed was a reign defined by 2 things that should never coexist: breathtaking beauty and breathtaking cruelty. Herod rebuilt the temple in Jerusalem on a scale so massive that the retaining wall still stands today as the Western Wall. He constructed the deep-water port city of Caesarea Maritima from bare coastline. He carved the fortress palace of Herodium into a mountain. These were not buildings, they were declarations.